Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good
Welcome
evening.
you on behalf of lawyers.
Welcome, Pooja.
Please tell us some general provisions relating to adjournment.
Adjournments. We generally, when we heard the word adjournment, we generally visualize the cinematic picture that the judge is getting up and the court is being adjourned. But in real world or in a lawyer's field, we see the adjournments are granted in the matter pertaining to civil and criminal cases. In civil cases, the adjournment is granted under provisions of Order 17, Rule 1 and 2, and in criminal it is granted under section 309, and in other proceedings it depends upon the procedures set, like in commercial court we get adjournment for filing, say, for 30 days only. In consumer court cases we get 45 days, 30 days time, and again it can be extended by 15 days. So adjournment and granting of time to file and say are different things, but adjustments are taken only with a view in some difficult situation where the parties are not at ease or something are required for them to put themselves at better position, so they take adjournments. Usually I have seen that in many cases this adjournment has become a cancer like situation to this judicial system. We can see that normally adjournments are asked for silly reason, like my advocate is busy in some other cases, I am going to pilgrim, I am going out of station to attend some marriage or some other different like situation, considering that the adjournment will be granted. But if we see Order 17, the adjournments are granted only for 3 times in a proceeding, that too in emergency cases where the court sees that if adjournment is not granted, the purpose or the party will be at a loss. Adjournment can be granted in a rare condition, like a plaintiff is feeling not feeling well, and the matter is kept for evidence, and when he can't come to adduce evidence, then at that time adjournment can be granted. In rare cases when the advocate is sick, at that time also adjournments can be granted, but not more than 3 times adjournment can be granted in the whole system. The Supreme Court in many matters like Shiv Kotex versus Trigon Autoplast Limited and others have held that this adjournment has turned to be a cancer to this legal system, and this should not be proceeded further, and no more adjournment should be granted to the parties who are abusing the process law. Same view has been taken by the Supreme Court in Salim Advocate Bar Association versus Union of India, that adjournment should not be become a routine practice. Even in Bharat Rajput versus Amrit Singh Alukia case, it has been held that the court should not, there is nothing like last chance uh, or some other reasons where adjournment can be granted. So we see that when Supreme Court is serious, the proceedings are being delayed just because of adjournments. We should avoid adjournments, and the party should fight with the court opposite party when adjournments are taken on silly grounds. If this adjournment is curbed and legal system is developed, the pendency of all our litigations will become zero, and people will get justice. Similarly, in criminal cases also we see that many times in casual way adjournments are asked under provisions of section 309 of CRPC. And even we see sometimes that no cost has been given by the judicial officers also. Adjournments are granted without any cost. It should be cost should be left on the opposite party who is seeking adjournment, so that this other time they don't seek any adjournment on silly grounds, and time of both the court and other party is not wasted. So I think if this adjournments is curbed, our judicial system develop. But we see that in COVID times, all are getting adjournments, and court is also delaying the matter. But it won't be come into the preview of adjournment because there was a special SOP given to the courts that they can't pass any order, matter is to be adjourned considering this situation. But now, when this SOP has come to end on 31st January 2021 pertaining to Bombay High Court and the subordinate courts, now we can't say that matter can be easily adjourned or matter can be easily prolonged. So I would like to say that just quote these judgments of Supreme Court, and whenever there is a adjournment asked for, you should strongly oppose it. And when the system of opposing the adjournment application is taken by both the sides, then surely both the proceeding will on a high mode and will be done within the framework. Because in the law commission also, they have said that uh, all the things should be done in a time frame, like recording of evidence date should be given such that the all the schedule of the case should be given to the party. When will be its hearing, when will be its evidence, when will be argument, and when will be the judgment. So I think this can only be done if adjournments are curbed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time and for letting us know some general provisions of adjournment. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thanks. Actually, I wasn't prepared too much. Thanks. Thanks. Can I log out?